Hi, everyone, and also especially Heather L., who has specifically requested the story behind this video. So, uh, I guess many years ago I had spoken or was sharing and had told this story to Heather, and she was mixing it up with some other things and just wanted to see if I could make a video specifically about this. Um, and what we were talking about was how when I was a child, I often had dreams of other lifetimes. This happened from time to time, and there were some that were more in depth than others. But and what really stirred the memory up for me of these experiences that I'd had as a child was there was a very specific episode. I looked it up. It was the Star Trek: The Next Generation episode 125, The Inner Light. And in this episode, the Enterprise encounters this small probe out in space, and when they see it, it scans the ship, sends this beam out, it hits the captain, and he suddenly wakes up on this other planet, and he basically is it was like a time capsule, and he was drawn into the life of this person on this other planet. And the people in them, he's remembering that he was on the Enterprise just a few minutes before, and then suddenly he wakes up and he's in this world, and they're saying, no, you just had a fever. And they tell him who he is, that he's some kind of iron worker, and he has a wife and his family and his kids, and he doesn't really, at the moment, he remembers himself as Captain Picard on the Enterprise, and so he's a little disoriented. But as time goes along and the whole story, we see it take place over many years, and he has his family, and he I don't know if he has more kids, but he has children. He grows old. All of this goes on. It seems to be he lives quite a long life until he finally comes back to at the end of the episode, he finds himself back in the Enterprise. It was like a time capsule that held the lifetime of this person and transmitted it to him. And so we were talking about things, and I had seen this episode recently, and I was like, that is actually something that I experienced as a child when I remember one dream in which I found myself in another lifetime, and basically saw the entire lifetime over years, just like in this episode. It compressed within it this entire lifetime, and years and years and years of a long life, and all the experiences and all the wisdom, all in there. And then suddenly I wake up, and when I wake up and I'm in this body, I was so disoriented to even understand who I was for a few moments. I sat there extremely disoriented in the bed, woke up, and because I could remember at that moment this entire lifetime, and the details of the lifetime did fade, but I could feel very clearly that it was what I say is the essential, the whole meaning of life, which I'll probably have covered in some other video or will cover again, as I've come to understand it, is to bring as much light as you can into yourself, as much love, and to likewise help others to do the same. It's the raising of the light and love within yourself, and sharing and helping others to do the same. So as the details of the lifetime faded, I was still very conscious of the light and the love, the wisdom of this life were left with me. And and I had other dreams like this of other lifetimes. And I found that there were many times that I would be faced with obstacles or problems in this life, and I seemed to just kind of know how to navigate them. I had an innate wisdom about how to handle different situations, and I do believe they came from these experiences. So that even though I didn't remember the exact details, the wisdom of it, the experience, the love, the light, we do keep that from life to life. If you can accept the idea of reincarnation in multiple lifetimes, it's something that has become very much a part of my thinking and experience. Both because I learned about these things, but I had direct experiences. We're only left with our subjective experience, no matter what. I can't prove it to anybody else. I just know that I had the experience and that it was good for me and that it helped me in various situations. So I think that Heather may have thought that the story was a little bit more far out, but really it was just how I had shared that. This happened to me many times, and I would wake up very disoriented and kind of have to get back into this life after getting this bubble that contained this whole capsule of this lifetime in it. It would come into me, and so that was some kind of grace, some kind of gift from the divine that I could more consciously absorb those experiences into this lifetime and have them as a part of my experience. But I believe we have them whether we're conscious of it or not, whether you think you remember other lifetimes or even believe such things. That light and love that you are, it persists. It's what is real, and I just wanted to share that, just specifically because I was asked to share that story. So I hope this helps somebody out there, and I hope that Heather appreciates it. And thank you much. Peace and love.